in this video you will learn how to do slow controlled wheelies like this and not those shitty power wheelies that you see all over the internet. Because those are not even real wheelies and they don't give you the control and the balance from side to side. So in this video you will be able to go from not even being able to pop the front wheel. It doesn't matter if you drive a moped or motocross or even a street bike, even though they're a bit different, but you will be able to learn wheelies from this single video, no matter what skill level you are at the moment. And when we speak wheelies, I mean, as I said in the intro, not those power wheelies where you just keep accelerating.
Get that shit out of here!
What's wrong with you?
Because those wheelies are not really real wheelies, because you're below the balance point and you will keep getting speed and speed. And when you do power wheelies, you don't actually practice the side-to-side balance as much. Because the gyro of the wheel will help you to balance side to side. When you actually hit the balance point, you won't be able to control the side movement and often fall down. That will stop your wheelie. Even if you do know how to wheel a little bit or you do power wheelies, this video will help you. And if you do power wheels, they are actually really dangerous if you don't know how to control it. Because often when people do power wheels, they go like 20 to 60 miles per hour. And when they actually get to the balance point by accident, they panic, drop the bike. And if you're going that fast, you're not running, you're eating the asphalt. It's actually really important to actually know the balance point and have the feel of it, because when you actually get to it, you should be able to break it down. So let's get into it. And step number one is safety gear and have control over the bike, or control, just make sure it's okay, especially the rear brake. That is really important. If your rear brake doesn't work properly, go fix it before you try this. Here we have Max with the Dodge Ram. Whoa! Safety first. Of course, safety is on your body, so first a good helmet, gloves, and then if you're a total beginner you should have MX boots, full body protection, because it will hurt so much less if you have full body protection and actually tip over on your back. So if you're new, I recommend that. With the boots, you should have quite flexible boots so you actually can hit the brake, but the boots and the foot position has a little bit about how you sit on the actual bike when you wheelie, and we will talk more about that later. And step two is location. That is very important, especially when you start out in the beginning. I do not recommend asphalt. Most people go to an asphalt parking lot and they start practicing and then they do 20 miles per hour wheelies and fall very hard. If you have MX tires, I recommend a little grass plot with that's not total new grass, because that will make your tires slip, but like this patchy with a little dirt and grass mixed, if you get what I mean. Because that will give you a good grip and it will also be quite soft to fall in, because you will fall. I do not recommend just sand, because that will make you slip sideways, can be quite unpredictable. This material here is good, but in this video we will do it on the asphalt. Also try to find a little inclined upward slope, not exaggerated like a very steep slope, but just a little bit higher incline, because that will help with the balance point. It's much easier to go a little bit upwards in a wheelie than going downwards in a slope, because the balance point gets kind of bigger when you're going up. At least it feels like it's getting bigger. And step three is body position. It's not really super important when you start out, because you will eventually find it, but if you're okay on wheelies and maybe have a weird position, this might help, because try to stay like natural if you can. And as we talked about earlier in the boots, often your boots go like this, and if you sit too much forward, you will have to have your boots in the air, but you want to be able to have the feet on the peg and press with your, what's this called? Wrist. Ankle. With your ankle, not your whole leg. Try to sit quite near the rear axle, because it will be easier to feel the balance point, but do not be like this and sit like a robot. Try to just be natural, because if you learn it in the natural position, it will get much easier to practice the balance side to side. Because if you sit like this and try to balance side to side, it will be very hard and you will only be able to go in a straight line, like this guy. And step four is the theory of the balance point. And what is the balance point? Most of you probably know, but because this guide is for total beginners, we will talk about it. The balance point is when the bike can actually stand up by its own. When you sit on the bike, you are part of the bike's weight, so the balance point will be a little bit further, but you get the principle. And if I let go of the bike, there is where the balance point is right now. And if you're below the balance point, the bike will keep accelerating and gaining speed. And that is what you call power wheelies, noob wheelies, shit wheelies and dangerous wheelies. And most of the time you want to be exactly on the balance point. in theory. Theory is never perfect, so oftentimes you go like a little bit under gain speed. Oops! Ah! And after you gain speed, you want to be above the balance point, like this. And this point, where the balance point tip over like this, is where people get scared and get panicked, because you get the feeling of being weightless when you sit on the bike. And oftentimes people will let go of the bike, hurt themselves, scrape up their body. Sometimes you actually want to be above the balance point, because when you break it down, you actually lose speed. So that way you can do like this cruiser wheelies, where you go from 30 miles per hour to down to 0. And sometimes you want to accelerate. Also, the side-to-side balance and circle wheels has a lot to do with being above the balance point. Above the balance point is where you steer the bike. So in circle wheelies, you oftentimes are much further back on the balance point. Ah! Okay, so now you know. And step number 5, the pop. When you pop the front wheel. And most people think you just rev your engine and pop the clutch like this. One bump. And that works sometimes, but it's not the most controlled, and there is a better technique for that. And that is actually when you compress your forks and use them as a spring to pop your wheel up. That way you will get a much more controlled wheelie in the beginning, especially if you're trying to do slow wheelies. And if you have a weaker engine like a 50cc moped, you will most likely have to do this technique to even get it up if you're not very strong. So don't just pop your clutch, I will show you some now. So basically, you go for a bit slow, press your front brake and compress it, and as the fork is moving up, then you rev your engine and pop, like this. Because if you do that technique, you won't have to rev your engine so much, and it will be much more consistent and more reliable. So I will do a comparison now, just popping the clutch and doing the pop technique. So first up, the pop technique, and I like to stand, and listen how little I rev the engine. And how fast I get the front wheel up. Here. The front wheel just pops up very fast, almost no revs, and it's super controlled. So just press down, go up. And now if we try to do just with the clutch, no brake, no front brake, no popping, it will look like this. I won't touch the front brake. I have to be in a much higher gear. I slow down. As you can see, it's much less controlled, and it's such a bad way to do it. And there I got it quite nicely, but still you get so much speed. And when you get that much speed, especially when you're practicing, it will be uncontrollable, and more speed means more hurting yourself compared to being able to just do it in like almost a standstill and getting up. If you fall like in that first speed I showed you when I popped the front brake, it won't hurt so much if you fall on your back.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, what's good? What the
Compared to going 10 kilometers an hour. But before you start going practicing the pops, there is a key practice and thing that you need to have control over, and that is the rear brake. Because the rear brake was the thing saving me earlier when I popped it just with the clutch. And this thing is a lifesaver. Even if you have a 4-stroke, you will need it sometimes. The 4-strokes have a lot of engine braking, but it won't be enough certain times. And a simple practice to getting used to the rear brake, especially foot brake, is to just pop it, break it down immediately. Pop it, break it down, like this. So just pop, break it. Pop, break it. Pop, break it. Pop, break it. And it doesn't even have to be far, just get the feeling, pop it, break it, pop it, break it. Eventually it will be so much in your head, so you will do it automatically. So do this practice a lot of times before you try to get to the balance point. And step number 7, now is where you actually learn the wheelie on the balance point. And now I have a life hack for you to prevent you from getting scared or getting panic when you reach the balance point. Because that feeling is really weird in the beginning, and most people you just panic and let go of their bikes, or they slam the brake and you get thrown forward. And you actually don't want to slam your brake like we did on the pop brake practice. You just want to feather it down. For example, if you're going a little bit over the balance point, you just want to feather the brake down again a little bit below the balance point, not to slam it down, because you want to keep doing the wheel, of course. And the life hack I was talking about is actually you sit like this, quite far back on the bike, near the axle. Be ready on the rear brake, almost standstill, like this. And then you have your left foot on the ground. And what you want to do is get the bike almost like you have it standstill, like I stood earlier in the video. I will show you. Like this. And then you do the pop, clutch, to get it up controlled. Because if you just pop the clutch in this practice, you won't be able to do it. So I will show you now. Like this, get it standing, and you don't have to be so tall. The important thing is you commit and get the bike up fast with the pop, with the brake fork compress technique, because if you don't get it up fast enough, you will not be able to reach the ground. So when you're standing like this, you can basically just take your leg on the bike. I'll try to start it. And then try to sit on it with the brake. And here you have the balance point. And try to sit and imagine that you're riding, then you will get the feel of the bike. Like this, break it down, drag your feet, because that way you can get the feel of the balance point without going so fast, and you don't need to worry about the side-to-side balance. You isolate the balance point. And to prove how important the fork pop is when you decompress it, I will try to do this without popping the fork and the front brake, so I'm a bit scared. Oh, it gets away so fast. And you see I gain too much speed compared to this. Yeah, it's doable, but it's much harder. So keep doing that practice, because if you do it enough, you will eventually like feel the balance point feather with the back brake. Then when you feel ready, just have both your feet on the pegs and do it. There's just one small thing to actually do the wheelie, and that is moving the feet up. So step 8, just practice, 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 and do this over and over again. You will probably fall. That's why you need to do it slow and not in 20 to 60 miles per hour. If you can, do it on grass, dirt, a little bit softer than asphalt. And do not do the power wheelies if you don't actually know how to wheelie over the balance point. Because if you're going 60 miles per hour on an asphalt road and then you accidentally get to the balance point, you get panic, you throw the bike, you slide 100 meters on asphalt. It's not so nice. So don't be that guy that does the power wheelies without knowing how to actually do it. And step 9 is actually the side-to-side balance. Once you master the balance point, you will start to notice your bike is leaning into the right or left, and you won't be able to adjust it and steer it. And that's actually much harder to learn and master than the balance point. The balance point is super easy compared to that, and especially circle wheelies and steering with the wheelie. But we will cover that in the next video, so stay tuned for that and comment your progress if you learned how to wheelie. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like to support. Comment if we missed something in this tutorial.